Well, hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to have a quick look at this helmet. This is my backup helmet. So in the description you can find a link to the FF396 Tron LS2 helmet that I've just done a review on. This is the helmet that I've been using on my Harley, just because the Tron helmet doesn't really go on a Harley. It's not that sort of a helmet, doesn't complete the image. So I've been using this recently. So this helmet is a Torque brand. It is Aldi's motorcycle brand here in Australia. Pretty sure all over the world. This is the V124 helmet. First and foremost, it is super cheap. They are, I think, $80 here in Australia, so they're very cheap helmets. Has a pretty good visor that it's probably one of my favorite visors, to be honest, because it does have that little crack if you want that in its first position, and then you can incrementally put it to any position after that, which is exactly what I like. I wish I could find an LS2 helmet that has that. It does have quite a modern shape. It's not round, it's sort of a bit of a longer helmet. There's a lot of space in the front of your face there. I don't know if I can show you. It does have a little vent down here. I'm not going to take this off now. I'm not going to take this little GoPro mount off, but it does have a one button front vent down here, two clicky vents up here, and at the back it has a passive vent so that there's no on off, it's just always on, and it comes with this lovely sort of edgy pointy back here that makes it look pretty cool. I think I really like it. Okay, one of the things that I also really like about this cheap helmet is that actuator here for the visor. So you just push a little button in the middle here, and down she pops, and if you just push it up, little press, it just pops, and then that is such a good system. It's so easy to operate, and it's nice and big. Like, it's got a little bit of depth about it, so it's easy to sort of find when you're looking for it, and really operates very nicely. At the bottom it has the quick release strap, so just ratchets in, and when you're ready just pull this red one and up she goes. Works a treat. Probably could be a little bit tighter. I'm always sort of almost maxing it out every time it's on my head. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Okay, the liner. Again, another real positive. This is not my daily helmet. If it was, I imagine this fabric would be like just disgustingly mucky, dirty. But look, it's a nice soft fabric. It does feel really quite nice against your skin. But if this was my everyday helmet, that would get really disgusting really quickly. So I like the material, but is it made for this purpose? Probably not. The cheeks, as you can see here, the foam is soft, but it's a good compromise. It's not too firm, not too soft. It's sort of not too bad. Everything's removable as per always. It also comes with a breathing deflector, the nose deflector at the front. I don't have it attached at the moment because I've got the GoPro mount here, but it is super annoying. It keeps clicking off very simply, like very, very, very easy for it to click off. So that's a little bit annoying. And one thing I will say is that I find it incredibly difficult to put my glasses on into this helmet. So I'm gonna have to actually press it against my forehead to just squash it in there. So it is really tight in here. There's no space for that to go through. It does have fairly decent holes for an intercom speaker system, so there's plenty of space there if you want to mount, an intercom in there. Look, it is what it is. It's not a bad helmet. It's the shape. The shape is what is really kind of a little bit annoying. Torque would be mass producing these. They're not going to muck around too much with different shell sizes and stuff. So this one here is just a medium, but I imagine that the large, the medium, and the small are all very similar, almost identical shell sizes, and the medium is of course in the middle, but you have this huge space at the front here. It really sticks out from your mouth, and a little bit difficult to explain, but because of the shape at the front here, it kind of doesn't feel like it doesn't give you the confidence of having a nice, close, smaller helmet, and the shell is a lot larger. Let me show you. Okay, so you can tell here, these are the two helmets side by side. So as you can see here, it's taller, it's definitely wider. Yep, probably wider. Probably not wider because LS2 is a rounder sort of helmet. But yeah, but the real difference is looking at it sideways. you can tell how much larger that shell is compared to the Alice 2. I hope you can see all that. It's definitely larger altogether. What that does mean is obviously it's larger. You're riding into the wind. I mean, wind's coming at you. It feels bigger. It's sort of not as comfortable as a smaller helmet. So you want to get as smaller shell as possible for your head. The bigger, probably, you know, obviously not going to be as good. So that's one thing about this helmet, is that the size of it is just, because it's a bit larger, it's not going to be anywhere near as good as a real proper fitting shell that's close to your head. But anyway, excellent helmet overall. There it is. External finish, it's got a matte, it's got a lovely matte paint job with a little bit of graphics here. These red accent bits also in matte. I think it's quite a good looking helmet. Very simple, very basic, it does the job. And it hasn't worn, like, hasn't bubbled anywhere or anything like that. It's been a decent, you know, a decent wearing helmet. It hasn't come away. All the outer fiberglassy cover here has not come away at all. It's good. Alright guys, that's it for this helmet. If you have any comments or questions, please write them below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Tell me what you think. Which one do you like it? I mean, value for money. I don't know, it is cheap, it is cheap. It's probably the cheapest helmet you can buy here in Australia anyway. And it's got some pretty decent features for what you're, you know, for your money that you're paying. But yeah, just the sheer size of it is a little bit too big. Yeah, thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.